Secretlab now has two ergonomic chairs that look like they solve the same problem, but really, they do not. I've had the Titan Evo in my setup for years, but Atlas brings a completely different kind of desk experience. One is better for locked in productive work, while the other is better for gaming, lounging, and just all around comfort. Now, this video isn't about which chair is newer, it's about which one fits how you actually use your desk.
So quick disclosure, this video was sponsored by Secretlab, and the point of this is not to crown a winner between the two of these different chairs. It's meant to help you in deciding which one is the best fit for your setup.
If you saw my last video, Secretlab flew me to Singapore for the Atlas launch, but my Secretlab story started way before that with the Titan Evo. That was my first real ergonomic chair upgrade, and I've built multiple setups around it over the years, including the Nano Gen edition I'm using for this comparison.
So this is not about one chair being better than the other one. Both of these chairs are premium, they're both ergonomic, and they're both perfect for long hours at a desk. Now, what really separates them is what they've been optimized around, the routines that they've been built around. If you want something that's more task focused, keeps you locked in throughout the day, then that's what the Atlas has been built around. Say you're someone who's always writing script, editing videos, or just in general having to sit upright at your desk most parts of the day, then you'd want something that allows you to easily switch between focus mode and rest mode, which is what the Atlas is. Now, if you're somebody who finds that you kind of built your desk setup around mixed usage, so gaming, work, go in between both of those and just kind of lounging, taking long breaks and whatnot, then you'd want something like this. It gives you a more roomier feel, and it'll also give you a deeper recline, which is perfect for lounging around. So the right pick between both of these is really going to depend more on how you actually use your desk setup and less on which one is newer.
Before we get into the differences, just know this. Both are premium Secretlab chairs built for long sessions. They both recline, they both rock back and forth, and they both use a Class 4 gas lift with PU casters. But the parts that shape how they actually feel, the backrest, armrests, recline behavior, seat, base, and the sizing are different. Atlas Dune Plus has a cleaner, slimmer, more neutral look, so it fits naturally into a workspace or a studio setup. The soft weave plus fabric, the nano foam composite, and color matched hardware make it feel intentional without looking too loud. Titan Evo, on the other hand, is broader and roomier and has bolder color and style options if you want the chair to stand out more in your room. Underneath, Atlas uses a reinforced nylon base, while Titan Evo uses aluminum alloy. So, to me, that's a small build material point for the Titan Evo. Atlas is the type of chair that I build a work setup around, especially for things like scripting, editing, typing, meetings, and generally multitasking. It's built around staying locked in during long sessions, but the synchronous tilt makes it easy to switch between focus and a quick rest without feeling like you have to leave your desk. Titan Evo can absolutely handle desk work too, but it feels roomier and more recline friendly, so it leans more towards versatility and lounging than locked in focus. And honestly, with the deepest recline engaged, I find it a little easier to get too comfortable in the Titan Evo. Atlas has a 120-degree maximum synchronous tilt with a focus mode you can lock to stay upright, then unlock to ease back, with recline lock points at 100 degrees, 107 degrees, 113 degrees, and 120 degrees. The key is that Atlas moves the seat and the backrest together at the same time, so the chair feels more coordinated when you lean back. Titan Evo works differently. The backrest, recline, and the seat base tilt use separate controls. You can recline the backrest up to 165 degrees, then unlock the multi-tilt mechanism to let the seat base rock or lock it at an angle. So, Atlas feels more synchronized and task-focused, while Titan Evo gives you more customization and a deeper lounge back experience. For resistance, Atlas uses 4 fixed tilt force levels, while Titan Evo uses a continuous tilt tension knob located below the seat.
One of the clearest differences between both chairs is how they approach back support. Now, the Atlas over here uses something called a recurve backrest, which has an integrated lumbar that's built into the shape of the chair. So it essentially follows the S curvature of the back and also moves a little bit. So the material that it's made with microflexes, so it's not, actually rigid and in one position throughout. The TITAN Evo, on the other hand, here uses Secretlab's 4-way L-adapt lumbar. So you have two knobs that allow you to fine-tune that lumbar. So one allows you to raise the height of the lumbar, and the other one allows you to kind of increase or reduce the curvature of the lumbar. So the real question is, do you prefer to be able to dial in your curvature or the way your lumbar is shaped and where that support lands? Or do you want it fine-tuned right out of the box? And when I say fine-tuned, I mean this is as good as, most people would expect it to get. Like, I sat in this the first time and it felt fantastic. Like, it worked great. And the ability to also move the seat depth back and forth allows you to also fine-tune or find that perfect position that allows your lower back to meet this point. So I really, really like the way this works, because I'm a person that does not use the knobs a lot. So I find that having it fine-tuned out of the box, has been great for my workflow. But that might not be the case for you though.
Now, TITAN Evo gives you more armrest customization. The armrests move in 4 directions. You have height, forward and backwards, angle adjustments, and then side to side. Atlas, on the other hand, covers the main adjustments too, but it skips the side to side movement and uses fixed soft tops.
Something small but really important, worth noting about both of the armrests as well, is that you can replace the TITAN Evos using something called Secretlab's Cloud Swap technology. So this means you can pretty much take it off because it's magnetic. So each one can be replaced with a different feeling surface. So I replaced the one that came stock with it with a suede style memory foam ones that I've gotten really used to. So when working long hours, it's something that I feel, its impact. But with the Atlas, what you get is a fixed PU leather armrest that is not replaceable. So that's just a small thing that I wanted to mention. It's a point for the TITAN Evo for sure, if you're someone that's big into customization, but that's where it leans towards the most in any case.
Atlas feels more form-fitted and intentional, while TITAN Evo is noticeably wider and thicker if you like more space to shift around, and it also comes in more sizes from small up to an extra large, while Atlas sticks to regular and large. The big functional difference here is the seat depth. Atlas has a knob on the left side that lets you adjust how far the seat comes forward, so you can match the seat length to your legs and still sit properly against the backrest. The TITAN Evo, on the other hand, does not have that adjustment. To test this properly, I used both chairs the way I actually use my desk. So scripting, editing, admin work, multitasking, and the occasional gaming breaks. For the focused work, Atlas makes more sense because it keeps me upright and close to the desk throughout. But when I'm gaming, lounging, or taking a longer break, the TITAN Evo is the one that feels more natural because it gives me more room and a much deeper recline. I now use my Atlas in this setup where I spend most parts of my day tackling productive work, and my TITAN Evo in my dedicated gaming setup, which I have in a separate space.
If your desk chair is going to be part of your work system, your office space, somewhere that you're going to be doing productive work, mostly, sitting upright, working long hours and whatnot, then the Atlas is the no-brainer choice. And the reason I say that is because that's what it was built around, the routine that it was built around. So you're able to easily and seamlessly switch between focus mode and rest mode. That synchronous tilt is just amazing. It's built literally for that, to allow you not to have to think about, switching or tweaking multiple buttons just to get to the same goal. And you also have the lower seat base that allows you to plant your feet on the ground and stay locked in throughout the day. Also, look at that color, look at that design. So it's got a thinner, slimmer profile, fits better into an office space, a workspace setup, a home studio, places where you find yourself doing productive work and just organizing your business. Now, the TITAN Evo, on the other hand, is better if you find that you're building your setup to be very versatile. You know, it's not just about work. It's for gaming, it's for lounging, it's kicking back. It's a setup where you want to be able to do all kinds of different things with the chair. That's where it shines. That's where it thrives. And if you also want to be able to customize your chair, you know, that's where you'd want something like the TITAN Evo. If you treasure customization of things like the armrests, you know, colors, styles, you have so many options with this as opposed to the Atlas. Both of these are premium chairs. Both of these are ergonomic, and they're both great for working long hours. So there's no better one. And the mistake that most people will make, or most people are making, is that deciding that this, because it's newer, is the better chair. No, that's not what it is. It's depending on how you plan on using the chair. That's how you want to decide which one to go for. As for pricing, the Atlas here starts at $499 for the standard model, while the TITAN Evo starts at $579. Now, if you want something like these two right here, which are both from the premium ranges, then the Atlas is going to be $699, unless you're buying the larger model, which goes for $719. The TITAN Evo, on the other hand, for the premium model, which is the Nano Gen edition right here, you can get it for $799 US. Now, if we're talking tier for tier, you know, band for band, price for price, this is definitely the cheaper option, or the more affordable option in this case. I've got links to both of these chairs down in the description below, so make sure to go ahead and check it out if you're looking to pick up one of them. That's pretty much all I've got for you guys in this one.
Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in my next one. It's Tommy. I'm out, y'all.